And so, my eldest son, I leave my company, Panhandle Oil and Gas.
Currently worth $600 million.
However, Bill, since you had zero interest in my company while I was alive, I don't imagine that will change much after my death. Therefore, the board will maintain control.
After my grandfather passed away, he left behind a fortune worth tens of billions. But as his grandson, I never expected him to leave me anything. So by the time I arrived, everyone else had already left. Seeing that there was no one around, I was about to leave too. But as I turned to go, my grandfather's attorney called out to me. He then showed me a video my grandfather had recorded before his death. In the video, my grandfather told me that he had left most of his fortune to me. However, to claim the inheritance, I would have to pass his tests. At that moment, I had no idea just how serious these tests would be. When I returned home, all the furniture had vanished. Panicked, I rushed to the parking garage only to find that my car had been towed away. I knew this was all the work of my grandfather's attorney. Furious, I stormed into his office, demanding to know why he had done this, but he simply told me that this was the first test my grandfather had left for me. He then played another video in it. My grandfather explained that the first test was to find a true friend within 1 month. This didn't seem difficult to me at all. The first person I went to was my girlfriend of many years.
Sweetie, I'm switching accounts right now and I'm temporarily out of money. Is there a way you could pay for this?
Ask me to pay the bill?
But as I watched her turn and walk away, I was heartbroken, so I decided to go to the bar she frequented to apologize. But when I found her, she was talking to another man. Seeing how intimate they were, I finally realized she had only been with me for my money, but I had no time to wallow in my grief. With not a penny to my name, I needed to find somewhere to spend the night. I went to my mother's house and knocked on her door, but she wouldn't let me in. The attorney had already warned her that if she helped me in any way, the family would take back everything she had. With nowhere else to go, I ended up sleeping on a park bench. The next morning, I was awakened by a commotion nearby. I looked up and saw a homeless man snatching food from a mother and her daughter. I rushed over and chased him away. Grateful for my help, the mother and daughter warmly invited me to share a meal with them. During our conversation, I told them about the test.
Now that's better. But what if we really did become friends?
I then brought the girl to the attorney.
So you're Jason's friend?
Yes, I am.
He hasn't promised you any compensation for this friendship?
Look it up. Does he look like he has anything to offer?
Clearly, I had passed this test. The next day, the attorney came to me and handed me a check. Assuming the amount would be $10 billion, I threw out some harsh words and turned to leave. But 2 minutes later, I came back because the check was only for $1,500. The attorney then played another video in it. My grandfather told me I had to spend this money on someone truly in need. The first person who came to mind was the homeless man in the park, so I went back there, but when the homeless man saw me, he looked terrified. He dropped a bag and ran off. When I picked it up, I realized it was the mother's wallet following the hospital address I found inside. I made my way to the girl's room. She was reading a book, and on her bedside table sat a wig.